So this clutch is a bit of a head scratcher. I'm not entirely sure what is going on, and yes, it's been a nightmare for me this year. I've either got something floating around in my collection, or it's just wishful thinking. I really don't know. So I'm going to start with this one straight away. This is an absolute banger that I got from a clutch. So this was my Pastel GHI Clown that I just bred to a straight Mojave, hoping to hit some GHI Mojaves basically, 100% hit for clown to hold back. And this is probably my favourite out of the clutch, for obvious reasons. It is absolutely incredible. It's got that, it's almost got a full stripe. I think there's 2 breaks, maybe 3 breaks, if I can unravel it. So yeah, you can see there's 1 break there, 1 break there. Oh, it's 4 breaks, but look at that stripe. That's incredible. So I've asked a few people about these. I did post this animal on my Instagram, so if you follow me on there you would have seen this animal. Yeah, I was speaking to Jake from Python Junkie, and he said that he thinks there could possibly be fire in the mix. He showed me a picture of one of Justin Kabilka's snakes, and it does look very similar. It's got the same side patterns, the same blushed out head, it's got the same dorsal line. So there could be fire in this, and looking at some of the other animals, again, it makes me think there could be fire. Now, I don't think there's anything on the dad's side. He looks just like a standard Pastel GHI Clown. The mum, she does look like a straight Mojave. She doesn't look like there's anything special going on, but maybe it's just a very sort of subtle version of fire that she has. I don't know. I really don't know. But this animal is absolutely incredible. It's 100% het for clown. It's female, so of course I'm going to keep it. If I do find out future down the line what it is, and I'm 100% what it is, then this animal may become available, just because I've got some other things in the works that will make this animal sort of redundant, if you like. But yeah, it's a stunning little animal. It's literally like silver. It's just bullet silver all the way around. It's absolutely incredible. And the dorsal line is really bright. It's got this dark border around it. It just looks amazing. So that's the first one. So this next one is a female, and this is what I believe to be a Pastel GHI. I don't think there's Mojave in it. I do think there could possibly be fire. Again, I do think this could be a Firefly GHI. Maybe. I don't think there's Mojave in the mix. I don't know. Again, this one was a head scratch for me. I don't know. So I think it's Pastel GHI, possibly fire. There's the head, the belly on it. I don't know if you can tell anything by the belly. The belly just, if it will turn over, doesn't look anything special. There's a side pattern, so it's definitely Pastel GHI. It's just whether it does have that extra gene, if it is fire, if that is floating around in it, or if there's something else. So I don't know. It's just a massive headache at this point. Look at them 2 little dots. How cool do they look? They're not vents or anything. They are literally 2 black dots on the nose. How cool is that? I've only just noticed that about this snake. If I'm getting to sit still. Going 2 little dots. But yeah, it's a lovely little snake. It is a female. Chances are this one probably will be available. They're all 100% het for clown, all these I'm showing you, so it will be available. But yeah, really, really nice though. Really, really bright, the pastel. This next one, so this is another female, and yeah, again, this is giving me another head scratch. So it's definitely Mojave, but is there something else? It just looks too clean. I don't want to be one of them people that says, oh yeah, it's this, it's that, but it kind of reminds me of Cypress. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of how clean the pattern is along the sides, how bright that dorsal line. It's definitely not Cypress. There's no way there's Cypress floating around. I did toil with the idea that maybe there's red stripe in there, just because of the rich colour. I know red stripe adds a lot of brightness. It doesn't really change the pattern too much, but it does add a lot of richness. Yeah, I really don't know, but it's a lovely animal. Once these all shed out, they just literally popped. There's a couple of these, and there are some more that look slightly different. They're the same, but not as bright, if that makes sense. And I know they're polymorphic and things like that, and one pastel doesn't look the same as another pastel, but it's just, I don't know. I'd love to know what people think. It's just, this animal just seems too clean. You'd look at it and you wouldn't even think it's a pastel head. It doesn't look like a pastel, does it? It's not that blushed out. And it's definitely not a straight Mojave. There's definitely got to be something else going on there, but I just don't know what. There's no GHI. Definitely don't think there'd be GHI in this. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think. So I wanted to try and keep them all separate just because I don't want to mix the tubs up, but I thought this would be a brilliant time just to show you what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. So this is the animal that I just showed you. So this is what I thought was a pastel Mojave, but I'm not 100% sure because of that head. And here's another one. So this one again, I think is pastel Mojave. If I just try and get the head out, and the reason why I don't think this one is pastel is it's all because of the head. So if I can untuck the head, can you see a difference in the heads? This one obviously isn't pastel, is it? Looking at it now, compared to this one, which is pastel. So I'm just pausing because I'm trying to think what I paired that female to last year. And I'm pretty sure I paired her to my pastel blackhead Posset Hypo. So could there be a chance that this is a, or like I was saying in one of my videos, a dual-sired retained sperm clutch? So this could be pastel Mojave. I don't think there's any GHI or anything like that. So that could be pastel Mojave. And is this a blackhead Mojave? I don't think this is blackhead, because the blackhead Mojave I've seen, the alien heads, they don't drip down to the side. They tend to shrink the alien heads, and they're like small little circles, aren't they? Is this a fire Mojave? Again, I don't think it is. I don't know. I am in just an absolute quandary. I do not have a single clue. So now I've got these side by side. I know this isn't pastel Mojave. It's a Mojave with something else, but I just don't know what. I don't think the het clown would influence it that much at all. But yeah, so that's the difference. Very baffling. So this next one, again, this is another pastel GHI. I don't think there's Mojave in the mix. I think if there was Mojave in the mix, I think the alien heads would be a little bit more reduced, a little bit more uniform. These are quite random and jagged, just like GHI normally is. So I believe this to be just a pastel GHI. I'm pretty sure on that one. It's just such a wacky pattern. And again, I don't know if it's the line of pastel I'm working with, but it's just really rich. It's not blushed out like some pastels are. But yeah, I love this. Again, if there is fire in the mix, maybe this is a firefly GHI. I really do not know. I need all the help. I need so much help. But yeah, again, it's a really nice animal. Het for clown, which makes it a massive bonus. But yeah, another one of them confusing ones. So this is another confusing one. So again, this is what I initially thought was, let me try and unball him here. So this is what I initially labelled as a pastel Mojave. So again, now this one looks a lot like the other one. Let me quickly grab the other one. So here, yeah, so this is this one on the left. This is the one I thought was a pastel Mojave, but obviously now I'm looking at it closely, there's no pastel in that. So then we've got this one, and this one does have pastel. As you can see, head's completely blushed out. It's definitely got Mojave in it. It doesn't have a wacky pattern like the other one. So you can see these two are very similar. They've still got that dorsal line. And you can see by the side pattern, the alien heads here with the keyholes are quite large, whereas here you can see the keyholes are shrunk down quite a lot. So yeah, I don't know what that means. Is this just a really nice Mojave? Is it just a really nice Mojave? I don't know. This is just confusing. But yeah, this is another one. Again, this one's really nice. Again, the pastel with this, it works really well. You can see how nice and coloured up it is. The yellows are a little bit more golden than what they see on camera, just because the light washes them out. The head, quite blushed out. It's got quite a nice sort of neck stripe beginning there. You can see it's quite defined with that black border around it. So yeah, I don't know what is going on. Someone please help me. So this next one might maybe help some of you ID the animals a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure, but this is a female that I hatched, the same clutch. GHI, but it's not a normal GHI. The alien heads, you can see inside, they're completely blown out. They're still kind of pixelated, you can see some pixelations, but they are completely blown out. You can see the dorsal line is nice and bright, nice and golden. If I can try and get the head, you see there's no pastel, but you can see there is some form of blushing. You see it's got like that blushed head, and then it's got like a dark, if I can try and zoom in, get the camera to it, it's got like that dark blushing around the eye stripes. It's got that GHI sort of belly. So this is what made me think, along with what Python Junkie was saying, that there's fire in the mix. I've seen a couple of fire GHIs, and it does look very similar to this. Again, like I said, I think I did pair my blackhead to that female without going and checking the actual records. I do think it was a blackhead. And yeah, this doesn't look like a blackhead GHI to me. I've got a blackhead GHI growing up, and yeah, this is nothing like it. So yeah, I don't know. If this is fire, maybe someone that works heavily with fire knows what it does with GHI. Please let me know if this is a fire GHI, and if I have got fire in some of those other animals, that'd be much appreciated. So we've got this one. So this is again like one of the others I showed you. I believe this is a Pastel Mojave. Again, it is super bright. It's a really clean pattern. Head's blushed out. Hasn't got the dots on the nose like the other one. But you can see it just fades into that belly, into nothingness. But yeah, again, it's another one, really clean pattern looking. This one is a female, but yeah, so you can see them alien heads. The keyholes are shrunk right down, whereas the other one, the keyholes were quite big. So yeah, it's a gorgeous looking snake. The contrast on it is amazing. I think this will age really well. But yeah, I'm really happy with this animal. I really do like it. These ones probably aren't going to be holdbacks unless it is some amazing special gene that's in them. I'm probably not going to be holding any of these back apart from that first one I showed you. Maybe another female, but yeah, the majority of these are going to be available at some point. All heifer clown, obviously. So again, this last one, I'm hoping it will sort of give us a little bit of a clue as to what's going on. So this is one that I had it labelled as a normal. Again, it could be the het clown influence. It could be just a very nice normal. But if you look at the head, again, the head's very odd. You see the whole head is basically blushed out, and it's got them black lines just going around the eye stripes. But it's like a chocolate brown colour on the top. And if it was a normal, you'd expect it to be a little bit darker than that, but it's really bright. Again, belly on it. Oh, little monkey. This one. A lot of my normals this year have been really fired up. It's normally the blackhead stuff that is going to go for me. It's normally the blackhead stuff that's really fired up. But yeah, the belly, completely normal. So, yeah. I don't really know what to make of it. You can see the side pattern there. It does look very normal-ish, but again, it's really bright. Is it fire? Does that scream fire? Something? I don't work with fire. I do have a firefly in my collection, but I don't think I've not actually produced anything with fire. Actually, I've only got the one animal with it, and she's not produced anything for me yet because I haven't paired her. I'm just waiting for something special. But yeah, does that scream fire to some people? Who knows? It may just be one of them mysteries. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you can have a little look and see what you think is going on. If you've got any ideas of what you think is going on, then please do let me know.
either send me a DM on Instagram or comment on the video or something like that. But yeah, I'd really like to know what everybody's thoughts are on this clutch. So yeah, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.